What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Devil's Advocate. Welcome to the live stream. As always, this is my live stream channel where I pretty much just make all my live content that I will eventually chop up, right? Section off and put it onto my main channel. Okay, the link is in the description down below. Please subscribe to that if you haven't. Check out the videos, and check out those videos. They're different content also from my live content. So I hope you guys would check that out. But if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel as well, hopefully you would, because usually I would do lives of whatever content. My last live I did was of my podcast, right, for the Devil's Advocate, so that you should check out. Live before that, I did like a horror reaction along with some other usual content, reacting to women on the dating scene. So I think but whoever knows, right? It's more for whatever tickles my fancy, right? Whatever I want to react to, I would. But today, let's react to some, continue to react to some Kendra G videos, which I usually do. I like to react to Kendra G videos, and those videos I usually, chop up and put on my main channel. Alright, so let's check out this Kendra G video.
Hello.
Hey, Kendra. Hi.
Good. What's your name, baby?
My name's Evelyn.
You was some woman. You were set up right.
I'm just
There we
trying to
go.
get the thing set up. I don't
You
know
were
where.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but keep the phone steady. Can you lean it down so it won't move?
I don't have anything to put it on. Let me
Okay,
see
well
if
then
I
hold
can.
it steady.
Petersburg, Virginia.
Petersburg, Virginia. How old are you?
I am 34.
34. What you do for a living?
Right now, I'm a full-time student, but I own a food truck business and a dessert concession, and I'm a veteran. So right now, I'm getting my bachelor's. So I'm a full-time student right now, so I'm taking off work and stuff.
So how do you pay your bills from your
Just I'm a veteran, so my GI Bill, and then I'm
Okay.
also a disabled veteran, so my bills are paid.
Okay, got you. Full-time student and a veteran. Just past veteran, disabled veteran,
Yes,
and an entrepreneur. Do you have any kids?
I have one.
How old's your child?
He's 11.
11. Have you ever been married?
No,
Say again?
no, I've never been married.
Never been married. Okay. So, Evelyn, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. All right. So, we got Evelyn, Petersburg, Virginia, 34, Sagittarius, full time student, also a disabled veteran and entrepreneur. One child, that's 11, never married. All right, boo, what kind of man you looking for?
Really is someone.
I've said this before, and I will continue to say it. So I'm repeating myself. As women get older, they only become bigger red flags. So here's a 34-year-old woman. Old, but not that old, okay? But I've said this again before. When it comes to dating, it is easy for women. There will always be men out there that will want to date them, want to have sex with them, even want to marry them, right? So you have to think, why is this woman not with a long-term partner? One is because she's attracted to, or she attracts terrible men. That kind of speaks something to her character, okay? And two, she's most likely hard to deal with. Okay? That's something that men should understand. Because, again, women have been dating, once they hit puberty. Okay? So, imagine if they still can't find a man. So they must be attracted to or attract terrible men. Or they might turn off or push away good men. So that's something to think about.
Somebody who's a leader, who's good at communication, really pretty much lead, know what he wants, know how to be a husband before looking for a wife. Yeah, really, and then really,
I do think it's funny. Any woman in her 30s looking for a leader is ridiculous. Most likely, by the time you're in your 30s, you're set in your ways. So really, you ain't following no man's lead, right? The chance of it, like, this is the thing. I mean, it's not for 100% set in stone, but as women get older, they get more set in their ways. So for them to want a leadership type man is ridiculous when you don't follow men, right? You don't follow men's leadership because, again, you're the strong, independent woman. You've been doing things your own way, most of your life already. If you, again, the best thing is that the younger she is, the more easy or susceptible she is to follow a man's lead. This is one thing, right? If there are a type of women that ask, "Oh, I want a leadership type man," well, you should have gotten that man early on, because now you are. It's getting more and more set in your ways. I've dealt with these women that are in their 30s, late 30s, and all that stuff. They ain't following a man. They may say, "Oh, I want a strong, masculine, leadership type man." Well, okay, great. That's what you want. There's plenty of men like that. But why haven't you got one? Because most likely is you can't follow a man's lead. Right?
I'm for trying to find somebody to lead, really.
Find someone to lead. Okay. What are your deal breakers?
A liar, somebody who can't communicate. Yeah, compromise. Yeah, those are some of my deal breakers.
Can you turn your TV down in the background?
Yes. It's off.
Evelyn, are you Hispanic?
I'm part Hispanic. My father I'm half black, half Hispanic.
Got you. Okay. Does the guy have to look a certain way?
Totally. I'm 5'2". I'm something 5'8" and up. But I'm open to all races.
Okay. Did I ask you your deal breakers? We did that, right? Or
yes.
No? We did.
Yes.
Okay. Does the guy have to make a certain amount of money?
Above 100 right now. Right now, I'm going to school, but even when I wasn't in school with my business, I was making quite a bit of money. But right now, I'm trying to go to school.
What's quite a bit of money, right? It's ridiculous that, okay, you're making quite a bit of money, yet you stopped that, and now you're going back to school, and this is ridiculous, right? Women do not understand. The majority of men make about 50K or around that. The majority of men. All right? 100K earner. That's about maybe 10% of men. Maybe. So this is the thing where women don't understand. Understand what type of man you're asking for. You're asking for rare men. These ain't, everyday man, right? Even if they're the type that is supposedly average, but they're still not. They are more accomplished than average men. So what are you bringing? What's so special about you that's different to other women? Okay? And let's not think about this, right? Usually, this is not just 100K earners because, again, they're going to add other attributes. Oh, you got to be attractive, probably tall, probably, fit, and all these other things, right? So really, you're taking that rare man and making him even more rare. But this is the thing where women don't understand and wonder why they're still single later on in their life. Because when you use certain preferences you have to really bring down the likelihood of you finding a man, like how rare he is, that's what makes you single.
So that way I can upgrade that money. And so just 100 and up.
100 and up, honey. 100 and up. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Let me get up.
Okay, you look small.
Yeah, I'm like 136.
Okay. I'm assuming do you normally date men that make 100K?
Do I dig 100? Yes. Well, like I want to say right now, no, 100K and up. Yes, I do.
What happened with those relationships?
Um, so I just ended a relationship about 4 months ago. Um, he was not on the same thing that I was on. I was more about building. He was more about sucking everything out of me, and he just didn't want to build me. Since 4 months, I've been on the dating scene, and the dating scene has been very ugly lately.
Yeah, out there, it's hard out there in them streets. Do you want more kids?
I have one. I'm open to more. I do want. Well, I at least want one more. But if her being so old, I'm like, I will. I'm content with just her.
Okay. Could he have kids already?
Oh, and another deal breaker. Yeah, he could have kids, and I don't do no more. You have more than one baby father. I mean, baby mama. I can't do it.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah, more than one. You have too many broken homes in this world, and I can't do it. So
Okay, okay. So we got Evelyn Petersburg.
So one broken home is fine, right? One broken home is fine. It's like ridiculous. It's like, this is the thing, right? I mean, these are the things where certain things that women are asking for or why they're single. It is fine that they ask what they want, but you have to understand the things you ask for contributes to why you are in the state that you're in. Okay, that's how it works.
Virginia, 34. What's the age range you would date?
I am 34, so I want to say at least 33 and up, cap 50.
50. Oh, one last question. Did your child's father make 100K or more?
No, that's why I waited so long to have another child. He was 11 years. She's 11 years. She's 11 years old. I was 22 at the time. So I wasn't making what I'm making now. I was 22. But no,
So
he was in
your
the
child's
army.
father wasn't either.
No, yeah, he was in the army, and yeah, that's how. We're just young and dumb.
Yeah, yeah. Well, okay.
This is the thing, right? Women don't understand. Not every baby mama is gonna get better than their baby daddy. Okay, the chance for you to get better is not as high. Not impossible. Nothing is impossible. Or there's not many things that are impossible, but it's improbable. Okay.
Okay. When was your last relationship, Evelyn?
About 4 months ago.
4 months ago. Okay, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I don't want to answer that. I'd rather.
Most likely, between those 4 months, right? 1 to 4 months. So even though she broke up with the person, she probably was, knocking boots with some other man during those 4 months since she left her relationship, right? They don't want to say it because it's going to make them look bad. But you might as well, because it's obvious.
Decline.
What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
My expectations. Sometimes I have to realize people are who they are, and it is what it is. Uh, Another one is, I want to say, I want to say, mastering my emotions, is one thing. Sometimes, like things are just not worth your emotions or your time, and you just gotta let it go and cut it off and That's it. And then patience. Patience is another one.
Patience is another one. All right. Oh, did you give me your age range? What's the age range you would date?
33 to 50. 50 is cap.
33 to 50. 33 to 50. Okay. Why would a guy be lucky? Did I ask you your three flaws?
Yes, I said patience, community. I mean patience and expectations, and what was it? My patience, my expectations. And there was another one. Oh, mastering my emotions.
Mastering your emotions. What are you going to school for?
Business management, with a focus in human resources. I got my associates in science in January. I went straight to. I'm going to VSU, so I'll be done by the ending of next year.
Okay, okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
The fact that I'm an entrepreneur is one thing. I think a lot of men are scared of because they think that I'm an alpha woman. I'm not a.
Like I said, right? As women get older, they become harder to deal with. They be more set in their ways. Okay? Alpha woman, you're too a man. Okay? For another man to want to lead. It's like serious. This is the thing. What man wants that? What man wants an alpha woman, right? If you're strong, independent, well, stay strong, independent. Okay, you can take care of yourself. So, which is good. You don't need a man to lead you. What man's gonna lead another, like, usually leaders or kind of alpha type personalities? Okay? What leader is leading, what alpha is leading another alpha? Because you butt heads. This is what I said, right? That those type of personalities, they will butt heads. Okay? So, what man, and this is why she's still single. Because any man that comes into your life, well, she won't just be submissive to him. Follow his lead. So this is the delusion of a lot of independent women today. Okay? You think, great, you're strong, you're independent, you have your own, you want to build your own, right? You're going to school, you have your careers, you have all these things. You've been taking care of yourself all these time, right? You've been doing you've been building it your own self. Great. But then don't forget, that's not attractive. You being an entrepreneur, you building your own thing, how's that attractive to a man? And you gotta think, especially a man that makes 100K, above average, right? Men like that are above average, at least financially. So really, you building, you being an entrepreneur, you having your degrees does what to a man that at least makes that amount of money? Unless he's gonna like, oh, you know what? I could use her money. It means nothing. So really, this is the thing. This is the delusion of a lot of women right now. They're so strong. They're so independent. Well, that's not productive for a relationship, especially the type of relationship women supposedly ask for, right? Leadership men. Men that make a certain amount of money. Men that make a certain amount of money are, one, most likely attractive, right? Can attract different types of women. Most likely want to be the leader of a relationship. Not want to battle a woman on leadership.
Masculine woman, and so the fact, like, I know my place. I'm so like I can also be. I'm a partner, not only a partner, but somebody who can assist a man. So and I'm very much independent. And yeah, that's the shit. And my personality is really bomb.
Okay. Do you want him to be in VA?
He doesn't have to be in VA, maybe DMV area, DC. After my degree, I'm planning on leaving Petersburg, and getting the hell up out of here. Even Hampton Roads area. It's at Hampton Roads or DC area.
Okay, I went to Hampton University, so I'm very familiar with the Hampton Roads area. I think the DC area is more popular.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity out there. And there's, yeah, I lived out Norfolk for like 10 years. I was in the Navy out there.
Okay,
So,
yeah, a lot of That's the military base area.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, listen, I think you're pretty. You're naturally pretty. So
Hmm,
this is
Thank you.
Evelyn Peter.
I don't know, right? At least from video wise, she looks old. She looks withered, right? Like she looks tired. So pretty, I think she looks average. She's average at best. I mean that's fine, but pretty, I don't think so. Um, she has the attitude. She probably has the, you know, dis disagreeableness. Okay, the alpha. So independence. It's like women are just like they are exactly the opposite of what they are asking for, or they're just not what attracts what they're asking for.
Pittsburgh, Virginia, mom to one child that's 11. You have a son or a daughter?
I have a little girl.
The little girl, 34, Sagittarius, full-time student, disabled veteran, also entrepreneur. She'll date 33 to 50. You can have a child, but only one baby mama. And you said you are open to having more children.
Yes.
Okay. How can the guy reach out to you, boo?
I don't know why. I mean, you if you want to reach out to her, reach out to her. But it's like, this is the thing, right? The men that she's been dating will be the men that she will continue to date. And again, she will continue to have the same problems she's having. Because this is the thing what women don't understand. If they don't change, right? Either change their standards and preferences, or change their personality, change their view of life, change how they, just change, right, themselves in some way, you will get the same result. That's the thing where women don't understand. Oh, why am I getting these terrible men? Why am I tracking these, and I'm attracting these terrible men and stuff like that? Well, because you're you. That's it, right? It's just what you fit. And this is the problem with a lot of women, where they don't understand. They are the root of their problems, not men, right? Nothing outside of your sphere of influence is what makes you have the problems you have. It is you. So if you don't change nothing, well, you just become worse to deal with. So you just have the exact same problems you've been having. So, yeah, I mean, that is what it is. All right. I want to look at some comments. Yeah. Being an alpha anything and expecting someone to lead you is an oxymoron. Alphas lead. I think women use it to mean argumentative and combative subconsciously. Before you lead her, you need to be strong enough to tame her. That's why they'll want alphas. Because most men want peace and not fighting with anyone. She wants a leader whose leadership starts and ends with his labor and money. Yep. A lot of the same thoughts. Okay. Let's try this out. Alright, so let's check this Kendra G video out.
Hello?
Hi. Hello.
Hey, let me see this hair.
I'm
Is it
just
red,
going-
boo?
Hey, Kendra.
Hey, girl. Is it here red? Let me see.
Yes, it's like
Okay.
the same kind that you had that you wear.
I had a, yep, I got a red wig. Yep.
Yes.
What's your name, love?
My name is Frida.
Frida, okay. Don't have your head cut off, so bring the thing up. All right, there we go. Frida, where you calling me from? Where you live?
I'm in Washington, D.C.
DC's in the building. How old are you?
40.
40. Okay, don't forget, don't cut your head off. 40. What you
That's
do?
still good.
40. Right? I've said it again. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. As women get older, they become bigger red flags. This woman is average at best, right? But even average women, even below average women, right? You can always find a man to have sex with you. You can find a man to even be in a relationship with you. You can even find a man that wants to marry you. But you have to wonder why, in their later ages, that they're still looking for a partner. Very evident. They attract or they're attracted to terrible men. And or they're just hard to deal with. I say this over and over again because it fits with so many women. Okay? Especially, right? They are pretty much like the women on the Kendra G singles thing, right? They are pretty much that. They fit that archetype so badly. Because most of them, 99% of them, okay, they fall in line with being hard to deal with, right? Attracted to terrible men, and so on and so on. You know, and this is a thing where it's just so, it writes themselves, right? It's just, it's formulaic. It happens.
There you go. What you do for a living?
Well, I'm in the process of getting my CNA nurse aid certificate, and my interests include having my own business. So I'm in the process of like different opportunities right now. Like just is no difference from being in between a job or whatever or career, but nurse aid, nail tech, hospitality. That's the type of industry that I'm in.
Are you unemployed right now?
Yes.
Girl, like, so how long have you been unemployed for?
I'm not gonna cap. It's been like maybe a couple years, but
She's 40. She's unemployed.
I have like I'm in the process of getting back to work. I'm looking
how you
for
been
a
paying
job.
your bills for the last couple of years?
I mean, some people, you know, sometimes you have family help you. You might be on a fixed income or whatever. But right now, like I'm in between. I'm like building things to where as though, you know, they'll come to fruition.
So do you want to date while you're currently unemployed?
No, I don't want to date. That's a great question. I just
Then
want.
why are you calling me?
No, it's not that I don't want to date. I'm calling you because I'm looking for a male and I'm looking to have a good time with somebody, but and get to know someone. But that doesn't mean
That is the essence of dating, getting to know somebody.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah. I'm
How old are
looking
you?
into dating.
You're 40 years old.
Yes.
Girl, I feel like.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so because you keep contradicting everything I ask you.
But isn't a lot of things contradictory? I'm trying to be careful with my speech because I don't want to. This year, 2024, I don't want to say anything
No, I think you're trying
negative.
to be careful with your speech because you don't want to tell the truth.
I do want to tell the truth. I do want to tell the truth.
So
The
because I asked you if you want to date, and you said no, I don't want to date. And then I said because this is a dating show, so you will only call me if you want to date. And then you came back and said, well, I do want to get to know somebody So that's dating. What's the difference?
Yeah, so you're right. I'm not saying that I'm right. You are right. I
So,
made a mistake. Yes, I did say that I didn't want to date, but not because of my circumstances. That shouldn't disqualify for me finding a companion, because just like when you're in a relationship and you end up, either if you end up moving in with that person and some things happen, you could be married and God will, things happen where he might lose his job. What's the difference from me wanting to be with somebody? And people try to put.
You are explaining like deep in a relationship, going through hard times with someone deep in a relationship. This is the thing where this is like at 40. This is why I just said this in the beginning, right? Women on Kendra G are the epitome of what I'm saying. Okay, they pretty much help me establish these rules and ideologies. You're 40. Your life has gone nowhere, right? You're unsuccessful in the dating, and you're not even a career woman, right? You're unsuccessful in career, unsuccessful in a job. So this is the thing where you don't understand. You are already a headache before you even got anything. You are already a no-go before there's even a green light to it. So really, men looking at it, you're already a red flag. You're already a headache that men know that they don't want to have. Now, here's the thing, right? Men are men. I've said it before, right? Women will always have it easy in the dating market. No matter if you're poor, rich, ugly, beautiful, fat, skinny, whatever. You will always have a man that will want to have sex with you, be in a relationship with you, or even marry you. Okay? But this woman, it's like, this is the thing, right? She will definitely not find a man that she wants to do that. But this is the sad thing with men. She can definitely find men that will want to do that. This is a sad thing with men. I mean, I'm hoping more and more men, right, have more self-respect in themselves, because I see more and more of men just not wanting to deal with these headache. But you can't count on men, right? For some, for a whole, men will do pretty much anything. Okay, so like I said, she could find a man. Will she find a man that she wants? Most likely not. But will she find a man? It's not that hard. It's for women. It's really not that hard. Especially you want to find a man for sex. That's even easier. It gets harder, right? More down the level of commitment, right? Sex, easy. Relationship, hard. Marriage, even harder. Yeah. Even for men that, you don't want. That those things can be a bit harder depending on the factors. For her, God, it's just, she's a headache, right? She's a headache. She's a big red flag. Well, like a beacon of a red flag. So, unbelievable. This is ridiculous.
Put you in these places, and I'm not going to let you put me in no category, because if I want to be with somebody, it's not hard for me to get somebody. But I did call your show to actually, yes, I am dating. I'm kind of dyslexic there, but I did hear you. Yes, I do want to date.
Okay, well, here's the deal. So I literally ask everybody that question when they're not working, if they feel like they're in a position to date, because yes, when you're not working, I would think all your.
What does my job have to do with anything if we constantly saying, well, if you're having casual sex and you're not getting any money, at least my head is screwed on, right? Because do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Like, you don't, it doesn't make sense to you?
No.
Okay, well, it doesn't make sense. But a lot of things aren't making sense out here. When you talk to a guy, whether it's online, I just want somebody that I can meet just as well as me. You know, if I when I go outside or when I'm.
This is the thing, right? She said it herself. If she wanted a man for sex, she could find it. So why even this is the thing where why even bother then? Why? What are you trying to look for? A relationship? What do you have to bring to a man? Sex? Well, you don't have to be in a relationship for sex. Obviously, she said she could get some sex. So really, it's like a relationship. Really, I mean, like you're giving sex to men that's not even in a relationship with you. So really, what is man getting? You're unstable. This is the thing, right? I've said it. It's not about you having a job, but you not having a job shows you're unstable. Shows you that you are a red flag. That what? Now, if he's in a relationship with you, he's going to have to take care of you. Possibly you have to live with him. Like, he barely know. It's like he could already see the responsibilities that he has to take up before he even got with you. And just sex is like, whatever. I mean, like, it's not worth it. It's not worth a headache.
Outside or whatever. And
Wait, we're gonna move forward. And I have no problem. I wanted you to understand that's the question I ask everybody. So I didn't want you to feel personally attacked. Everybody that tells me they don't have a job, I always say, do you feel as though you're in a position to date? Because one would think the better you are, the better chances of your dating pool is, right? So I would think if I don't have a job, I talk about this all the time. Throughout my life, I've had single seasons. And the moments when I've lost my radio job and I was living off unemployment checks, I wasn't dating because I was trying to get my shit together. I was trying to pour into myself to make me a better woman so I could date at the level that I really wanted to date at. When I was unemployed, I didn't want to date at that level. But listen, everybody is human. So that's the backstory behind that question. So we could go forward, but that's the backstory behind that question. So Frida, keep the phone up so your head's not cut off. Okay. Do you have any children?
Yes, I have a 15-year-old son.
Okay. And so this is Frida, DC, 40, CNA, currently unemployed, mom to a 15-year-old. Have you ever been married?
No.
No. All right. What kind of man you looking for, Frida?
I'm looking. I actually wrote some notes down. I'm looking for vanilla. I'm looking for somebody.
Looking for what?
Vanilla. Like the song, like Jack Harlow's song. I'm looking for vanilla. I'm looking for somebody that's smart. I'm looking for somebody that's willing to be fruitful because it depends on what season you're in. When I say that I want a God-fearing man, I'm very specific about details about what type of guy that I'm, into. So I'm looking for somebody that's attractive, somebody that is direct, somebody that
you ain't gonna handle nobody's directness. Seriously, you ain't handling no one's directness. Look at how look at the attitude, the combativeness with just Kendra being direct. Like this is the thing. Women can't handle the things they ask for.
If I said that I'm looking for somebody that's damaged, because I could be damaged.
I'm looking
for somebody that's on the same level as me.
So you want a man that's not working?
He doesn't have to be working because it's not about.
So how would he be fruitful?
He at least, what I'm saying as far as being fruitful is that we all, just like we're going to get to that question, but I'm not going to okay, we're going to get to the question about me. So when I'm saying that he's being fruitful, meaning that he wants to be fruitful, and that's biblical, fruitful and multiply, meaning good things are coming to him. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh, okay.
So what do
you
mean? No, I'm trying to understand seriously, because fruitful, and I could be wrong. That's why I'm asking you to explain. Fruitful to me,
it's in the Bible. It says, "Be fruitful and multiply." So
how do you multiply?
The ridiculousness of women. This woman constantly talks about the Bible. does he seem to listen to the Bible? Because I'm pretty sure the Bible doesn't tell you to have children out of wedlock. Oh, but that's the part you don't listen to, right? You want to constantly bring up the Bible, but having children out of wedlock, that goes one, in one ear and out the other. The hypocrisy. This is why I said the majority of time, in my opinion, women that says God-fearing man, religious, all this stuff, right, are red flags because they are the epitome of not following God's teachings, right? They want to pick and choose what to follow, or they want to shackle man to God's teachings, yet them themselves have lived against God's teachings. So that's why it just shows them the hypocrisy. So a woman that says, I want a God-fearing man, all this stuff, right? Religious sense. It just shows her hypocrisy. And that's why I said it's a red flag. Because, women that are heavily hypocrites will be annoying, won't bring your peace, will just be a woman that will turn you off, that will be hard to deal with.
You don't have any money to multiply with. Because if you don't have a job, I'm assuming
he does
you
have to have he got to have some type of income. If I'm on a fixed income, then he got to have some type of money. So it's no difference. I don't want a guy that doesn't have any money. You understand what I'm saying, Kendra? I need somebody that has some type of income, but that's not exactly. I'm the type.
So she can extract from it. This is the thing. She needs somebody with some kind of income. Because if that person doesn't have any income, how is she going to extract from it? So what is a 40-year-old woman going to give a man? Right? Her body? Okay. It's nothing special. Every woman has it. Okay? She ain't going to give him kids at 40. That's like a life-threatening thing. So really, all she will do is take. He will barely be given anything. Okay? So really, it's a lose-lose situation. So no duh, at 40, she's still single.
The female, I'm not going to be in your business. It's none of my business because I can cook my own meal. I can cook my own food. But if we're dating, in all reality, if we're dating, then it's either you're taking me out or, for a cup of coffee, simple as a cup of coffee. So what's the difference?
Okay. So
I think it's kind of funky that a lot of these females out here, they want to date these high quality men, but they're not admitting that they're not high quality or that they're damaged or that, okay, I'm starting from here. I'm going to start dressing better. I'm going to start taking better care of myself, just like you was talking about self-reflection. What's the difference from being truthful to yourself? You're not a high quality woman, so how are you going to want a high quality man?
Are you talking about yourself right now?
I'm not talking about myself because I'm very high maintenance.
Oh, wait. Ooh, I got to understand. So so the women you were just talking about, you don't put yourself in that category?
Saying that I'm not high quality. I'm not high quality right now because I'm not making I'm not making $1 million. I'm not making $100K. I'm not making $75K. So depends.
I want to make sure I'm understanding. So you're saying other women are delusional, but you are not there. You're not delusional.
I've been delusional before.
Then she still is.
When did you stop being delusional?
When I started taking care of myself.
You're taking care of yourself on what? Other people's money? I'm pretty sure government assistance. Really? Fixed income? I don't even understand what that means. Right? I mean, please, if you're watching this, please explain to me what's fixed income on no job. What does that mean? Does that mean government assistance? because I don't really understand what that means. Like, how are you making money? Fixed income. I don't understand what that means. I really don't. And it's like, this woman is utterly delusional. Like, she has zero value. Like, maybe not zero value. You know, a hoe is a hole, right? So, but she ain't.
Start doing better for my mental health. And when I start, doing better for myself. But even because most of the time it's like a fantasy. They say, well, what's your fantasy? What kind of wedding? I want to get married. No, I want to have a destination wedding.
Let me just jump in because I'm going to be quite honest with you.
Sure.
The woman that you just called out, a lot of people are going to put you in that category and call you delusional. So
they can call me delusional, and I'll tell you, yeah, I'm a little delulu. I'm a lot of things, but one thing is, mom ain't raised no fool, and I'm not messing with somebody that just because they have money. I got my own money.
What money?
You do drugs?
Do I do drugs?
Yeah.
What kind of drugs? Be more specific. Crack, powder, weed. What you mean? What are you asking me that for?
Because I'm trying to keep up with you, but it's going so many different ways. Like I said at the beginning, it's so very contradiction in one thing that you say. And
okay,
I'm honestly trying to follow you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm kind of losing you here. If you want to move on to the next question, we can.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers is dealing with somebody that doesn't like to communicate. Hold on a second. Do you drink? You gonna ask me, do I do drugs? Do you drink?
I drink. Seem like
and
I drink?
Smoke weed. You don't have to look like you drink.
I mean,
but
there's
do it look like I do drugs?
Hold on, real quick. We can go there if you want to, Frida. Now I'm trying to hold my tongue, but we can go all the way there if you want to.
I'm not gonna hold back from saying.
It's not
nothing.
about holding back, but you
nothing.
listen. Here's the deal. I asked you if you did drugs, and I explained to you the reason why. So you can receive it or not.
Because
you couldn't follow.
That's why I asked you. Follow me. What type of drug? Even if I was doing drugs, how can you help me? You can't help me with nothing. What can you help me with?
That wasn't.
I can only help myself.
Necessarily the goal to help you.
I came on your platform and you're asking me, do I do drugs? Okay. Let's move on to the question that you asked me. So you asked me. You said, "What are..."
The amount of disrespect is insane. It's like you literally like it's great. It's great, right? Because you're literally showing why you are a red flag. I said, women do not cease to disprove the things I've said. Okay? You are hard to deal with. You are a red flag. No wonder you're still single at 40. This is the thing, right? Like I said, with men and women, they're different, right? Men do not have it as easy as women. They don't, especially in the dating market. She even says, at this level of crazy, she can find a man to have sex with. A man, he has to be at a certain level to even find a woman to have sex with him. Most likely, he even have to pay for it. Okay? So, to find a woman to commit to him, that's even harder. Much harder. So, again, for women, it's easier. Like, the dating is easier. But you have to understand why this woman is still single. It's because she's insane.
My deal breakers is somebody that, let me see. Okay. I don't care about who you fucking. Okay. So my deal breakers are, hold on a second. I'm kind of okay. Haters. All right. So let me see.
She's right. She writes things down and she doesn't even know what it's like.
I kind of just wrote it everywhere, but my deal breakers is somebody that's dirty, that doesn't, that has no type of communication, that's not communicating, don't let me catch you in a lie. Don't let me catch you in a lie. You should be able, if you're interested in me, you should be able to communicate these things with me. Um, and that's it.
Does he have to look a certain way?
He doesn't have to look a certain way, but we need to be attracted to each other.
Do we got to make a certain amount of
I
money?
said that I'm looking for a white guy, preferably a vanilla type of guy. He got to be smart, and he has to make. Yes, he should make a certain amount of money. Like I would say, at least he should have in his career at least 75K to 80K is well for
You
me.
want a white smart man that makes 75K to 80K.
Yes, or it could be more because
Oh,
it
it could be
depends on how it.
more. So a white
Yeah.
smart man that makes more than 80K.
Yes.
Have you ever dated a white smart man that makes more than 80K?
Yes.
What happened to that relationship?
He was too emotionally spoiled.
When did you date him? When you were in
This
preschool?
what?
When did you date him? Was he like your kindergarten sweetheart?
No, this was like some years ago.
How many?
I've dated an Italian guy before, but
How many
I
years ago?
haven't dated.
How many years ago?
This was like over 10 years ago.
I know it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not preschool, high school.
No, not high school.
Y'all dated? Y'all was in a relationship, or y'all went out on a date?
We were in just a friendship.
So you never. So again, you're not answering. So you never dated a white man that makes $80,000. You had a friendship with a white man that made over $80,000.
Yeah.
So you just.
But I never been.
You just said a second ago you don't want a liar, but you're a liar yourself.
I said don't let me catch you in a lie.
How am I lying? How am I lying? Yes. Because you're making up fantasy stories. I asked you, did you ever date a white man that was smart that made 80K?
Well, you can just say no. I did not. I have not dated a white guy. He was an Italian, but we were friends. This was a long time ago.
I asked you the question. The answer should have been no, not yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. Can we move on, please?
Yeah. We can move all the way on, all the way off the damn show. I'm not talking to you no more. I'm done with your ass. I tried.
This is the thing, right? Kendra, do not understand what men are going through, what men have to deal with, right? The craziness of women. It's like, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. A lot of women nowadays, they do not qualify for good men because they're just messed up. They're messed up in the head. They're hard to deal with. Their expectations and standards are just not realistic, or it doesn't fit them. It doesn't fit for them, right? Because they don't qualify for it. And they don't understand that. They don't say, oh, why? It's like, why can't I get this man? Because you don't qualify for it. You don't attract these men. These men don't want to be with you because you don't qualify for it. You're not what these men are attracted to or attracted to for long-term commitment. This woman is insane, right? It's insane, but it's like, this is what a lot of men have to deal with. Okay? This insanity. Craziness.
Okay? I tried. But one thing we're not going to do is keep catching your ass out and lie after lie after lie. Now, Frida, go get your ass a job. Go get your ass a job in 2024. Okay? Get your shit together. And then, I don't know. Then the next thing you need to do, Frida, once you get the job, after you get your first paycheck, buy a notebook. Okay? And we're going to draw whites. 80K. Here's your man. The paper's already white, so that part is already filled in for your ass. I put 80K. Hang it on your wall, Frida. This is the closest.
Kendra. You know, this is the thing, right? You know, it's like I think that women has been. This is the thing, right? It's like the problem with a lot of women is self-reflection. They have none. They don't go through self-reflection. They really don't. They don't reflect on themselves, their life. They don't. Okay. Uh, women. All right, so let's check out this Kendra G video.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Kendra.
What's your name?
Excuse me, I was
Give me
eating.
good light. Give me good light.
Oh, girl. Oh no. So is that better?
That's
Yay,
good.
nay?
That's good.
Okay, I'll look a mess.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Avia.
Avia?
Yes.
Avia, where you calling me from?
I'm calling you from Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. How old are you?
I'm 36.
36. What you do for a living?
I'm a claims adjuster for an insurance company.
Claims adjuster. Okay. Do you have any kids?
I have 2 boys.
2 boys. How old are your boys?
7 and 4 weeks.
7 and 4 weeks. 4 weeks?
4 weeks.
Girl, you didn't have sex yet.
No, I can't.
What the hell you looking? Your vagina ain't even healed.
Closed.
Yet. How you looking for a new penis and your vagina ain't even healed yet?
I'm not looking for a penis. I'm looking for a husband.
So he doesn't qualify for sex? It's like, what?
Why ain't you married to the man you had a baby with 4 weeks ago?
That was my plan, but that wasn't his plan. So
Well, when did
here
you
we
realize
are.
it wasn't his plan?
I'm sorry, say that again.
When did you realize it wasn't his plan?
After he broke up with me.
When did he break
Before the baby
up
was
with you?
born. October.
When the baby was born?
Before the baby was
He
born.
broke up with you while you were pregnant?
While I was pregnant, yes.
What the hell was the reason?
This is the thing. This is. See, this is what I said, right? Like, I've said this before. Where this is my advice to women, and advice to men. Okay, they may seem contradictory, but they're not. Marriage is not beneficial to men. So if you don't have to, don't. But for women, if you're going to give children to a man, if you want to give children to a man, require marriage. 100% require marriage. Do not do it. Do not give children to a man unless you're getting marriage. Because at least that's one step to show you that he's committed to you. It's not foolproof, but at least it's one step. Because it's a risk, right? So if a man is willing to take on this risk, that at least shows you that, okay, if I'm going to give him kids anyway, even if I wasn't going to marry him, at least now I would definitely give him kids. This is the thing, right? But yeah, women don't understand. So really, you don't qualify for a husband because you never made that requirement before. So the men that you gave kids to, they didn't have to be your husband for you to give them kids. Yet the next man has to pay you more and now get less because now you're a baby mom of 2 already. So he's getting less because he's definitely getting obviously used package.
You didn't have an ask?
Your guess is just as good as mine. I didn't ask. Just the excuse was enough for me.
What was the excuse?
He said that I didn't meet his standards. He didn't see himself with me for a long period of time, and he didn't want to be married.
How long were you guys dating for?
So we've been off and on since 2019.
So let's
How would you give a child to an on and off relationship? That's already unstable. This is the thing, right? This shows you what type of person she is.
get to the nitty gritty. Were y'all in a off and on means were y'all never in a real relationship?
We were in a relationship, yes. Let me just say this past, I want to say in March of last year, that's when it was like official. We were like, this is going to happen. We're going to be committed. This is going to be marriage. But then after we moved in together, it was just like.
Now let me ask you this. In March, is that when you learned you were pregnant?
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, here's okay, I want to get to all the story.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, y'all were off and on. So before you got pregnant, you were not in a committed relationship.
We were. We decided that we wanted to be in a committed relationship in
Before
March.
you got pregnant?
Well, I was already pregnant, but I didn't know that I was pregnant.
So how long? Okay, because I want to get to the foundation. What I'm trying to get to is the foundation. So you guys were off and on for how long?
Since 2019, so 4 years in 2023.
So when did y'all become an exclusive, he's my man, I'm his girl relationship, just the two of y'all?
So I want to say that was in February of last year.
That's when y'all both agreed to be in an exclusive relationship.
Yes.
When did you get pregnant after that?
I think I was pregnant in February, like February, March. I found out in April, I want to say, that I was pregnant.
Okay. And then did y'all move in together because you were pregnant?
No, we didn't know. We moved in together in March. Around March. And then I found out in April that I was pregnant.
Okay, so now you're living together, you're pregnant, and in October, how many months are you?
So I had the baby December 1st.
Okay. So how many months were you in October?
October, I was, 37 weeks. So I was like, almost 8 months.
So 8 months pregnant, 8 months pregnant, he came to you and said, I don't want to be, did he move out?
No, shit. I mean, shoot, we were still living together. Living
with a pregnant girl that you're living with while she's 8 months pregnant.
Your guess is just as good as mine.
I want to say this. That was terrible, right? And I think he could have gave it more of an effort, but I wanted to get the foundation because these are the risks that you take.
Yeah. Ladies,
when you make life decisions without having a lifetime agreement. A baby is a lifetime agreement with a person. Like regardless how you see it, you guys are connected. Whether you're married or not, you have a child together. And so this human being, you guys are co-parenting. But y'all have to get the foundation together before you have a child together, because I think it's terrible that he broke up with you at 8 months pregnant while you were living with him. But the more I'm getting to the details, y'all foundation wasn't solid.
Right. I think it was more so mine. We didn't have a clear definition of what commitment was. I was clear about what I wanted, my commitment. I wanted to be married. I wanted a husband. That's what I wanted. And from what he said, that's what I thought he wanted too. But come to find out.
This is the thing. You go by actions, not effing words. It's like she should have been on birth control. She should have made him wear condoms. It's like, and you're in an on and off relationship. It amazes me that if you're in an on and off relationship, okay, with someone that it's like the relationship is not even stable, that you should do things to prevent, long-term consequences, like a child. But it's like, it's just uneducated women get uneducated men. Right? If you're stupid, well, you're going to attract stupid. Right? That's just how it is. And she's foolish. She allowed this man, okay, to do what he did.
It wasn't. I think it was just more so he didn't want to see me with anybody else. So it's like, let me just say that I want what you want, so you won't be with anybody else. But yeah.
Do you guys co-parent well?
I would say it'll get better in the future. Right now, not really, no.
Did he move out?
I moved out.
Ooh, I don't like this man. You moved out with the baby?
I moved out, yes, with my baby. I sure did.
Was he there when you gave birth?
Yeah, he was there.
Okay. So, all right. So that's because the reason I was asking all these questions, he had a baby 4 weeks ago. Now we're going to continue, but you do have to answer this because there's going to be men that are going to feel like I said, technically they say you can't have sex until 6 weeks after you have a baby. So you are not even in the vagina. Your vagina ain't even healed yet. So with that being said, what do you say to the man that is concerned that you just had a baby 4 weeks ago?
Concerned? I mean, don't be concerned, because I mean, it's not, to me, it's not always about sex. I mean,
Well, honey, I think some women got to get this. You can't understand how having a baby 4 weeks ago can be to a guy. Like, that could be a big thing. Would you date a guy that had a baby 4 weeks ago?
It depends on the situation. It definitely depends on the situation. I mean, if it was like mine, yeah, absolutely. If it was like my situation, absolutely.
Why not wait? I'm just curious. Why not wait some more time before you start dating somebody else?
Because I feel like the back and forth and just how it ended, it's no resurrecting it. It's definitely
No, I'm
not.
not talking about him. I'm just saying for you. Why not wait more time to just focus on your newborn child and some other things opposed to dating somebody else?
Well, this is not my first one. And I'm emotionally independent, and I would say stable enough to be able to have both. I mean, even before my son, or even before I got pregnant, it's always been my desire to be in not necessarily a committed relationship, but have a husband. I don't really want to be on the dating scene, to be honest with you. I just want a man that wants to be married, that wants to be committed, that wants to be with one person. Like, that's what I want.
So you have 2 kids. Are they by different men?
Yes.
Okay. So now
she wants to be a wife. She wants a husband. She chose 2 men to give kids to that neither of them, she required marriage before having kids with them. I'm sorry, right? It's like, as bad as it may sound, when she said she found out in April she probably had a kid, she probably was conceived in February or something like that. It's 3 months. I mean, as terrible as it sounds, you shouldn't have continued it. Because now, what is that showing to a man? Right? It just shows you that you repeat mistakes. It shows you more that you're unqualified to be a wife. Now, again, it's not impossible. we'll see her standards, right? Maybe she wants a man that's amazingly average, right? Not a man that's like that would be fine with it, right? There's not a whole lot going for him, so he's not that. If she wants a man that makes like above 50K, yeah. I mean, if she wants a man that's like 80, 100K above or stuff, forget about that. If her standards are picky, okay, stay single. Because you better be like, absolutely, I just want a man that wants commitment, that will treat me good. That's it. Has a job, can take care of himself, wants to be in a committed relationship. Like, be the barest of bare minimum. Because really, anything that will add to the rareness of this man, add to the, decrease your options, right? We'll cut it out. Because this woman is like, because you speak this hypocrisy. I want a husband. Yeah, I just gave two separate men the most precious gift any woman can give a man: children. But I want a husband. So I want the next man to pay more than the other men that I gave the most precious thing I can give to a man. These men didn't have to marry me for me to give them kids. You, on the other hand, if you want more kids from me, you're going to have to marry me. If you want to be in a relationship with me, right? If you want a future, I want marriage, right? Wow. This sounds great. Right? I have to give you more while getting less. Because technically, right? The last man got you as a baby mom of one. The first man got you clean slate. And didn't, like, this is you become less optimal, less picture perfect as time goes on. So now the man that have to give you more is getting less than the other two men. It's ridiculous.
Understandably, you want a husband. How would you go about it different now to get a husband opposed to the two men you had children with? What would you do?
Absolutely. I definitely wouldn't rush. Definitely will take my time. Definitely will have more conversations, ask more questions. Definitely to make sure that we're on the same page. And just take it slow, to be honest with you.
Okay, so we got Ava, Houston, Texas.
Avia.
Avia, Houston, Texas, 36, claim adjuster, mom of two boys. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
And you have a 7-year-old and a 4-week. Is it a girl or a boy?
Boy, both are boys.
Or boys. 7-week-old and a 4-week-old. And never married, but wants to get married. And your kids are by two different men, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. So what kind of man are you looking for now, honey?
I want a man that has a relationship with God. I want a man that is able to.
You're kidding me? Now, you just see, this is the thing, right? Any man because this is my advice to men. Stay away from women that says, I want a God-fearing man, relationship with God and all this stuff. Because they show their hypocrisy. So they already show what type of... They're giving you a hint of the type of person they are. Hypocrites. Right? And hypocrites are annoying to date. They'd be annoying to be with. Here's a woman, okay, that had two kids out of wedlock. Really? Do you fear God? Do you have a relationship with God, really? Because, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure he would warn against that.
Not only lead, but follow, teach.
Who leads and follow?
And also be able to learn. I definitely want a man that's family oriented. Definitely one. I I would say active in the church, but as long as he has a relationship, that will do for me. Definitely want one with godly morals and values. Wants a man that wants to be committed, that doesn't mind wanting to be, a stepfather. Um, he definitely, it's okay if he has children. Um, it's will be definitely okay if he has, a good relationship, not necessarily with his mother, but also, with his child's mother, because that would tell me a lot about him. Definitely want a man that takes care of his responsibility, whether it be children, whether it be his lifestyle, his health, mental health. Definitely want a man that is open to.
That tells me something, right? A woman that has a terrible relationship with her baby daddy, right, tells me a lot about her. Because here's a woman that chose terribly and gave a child to a man that she sees no future with. Because if she seen a future with him, she would have married him, right? She would have required marriage before having kids. So, she was attracted to terrible men, gave kids to terrible men. Well, that tells you what type of person she is. Bad in character, bad in judgment, right? So, be warned. Because right there, it's like, that's already, a bit of drama. It's just, that tells you that I question dating someone like that, right? That, because again, if she's attracted to and attract terrible men, what it makes you, right? What does that make you? Being linked to a woman like this.
Counseling, therapy, and that's emotional intelligent. I definitely want a man that I can have intellectual conversations with, one that respects my mind, values, challenges me, and just want a good, all around good man.
Okay.
One who knows, definitely, he has to know who he is. He has to know who he is.
Seems like she gave kids to men that she absolutely not describing, which is, I guess, understandable, right? She doesn't want those type of men. But, again, she gave kids to these men. Dated. Okay, fine. You want to change it up now, right? You dated all these terrible men, so you want totally opposite. Fine. Sad part is that you make irreversible mistakes. You gave kids to these men. This is something that women can't change. This is why women, it's like, I wish women value their body more. Value who they give kids to more. Because now you make irreversible mistakes that will haunt you forever. These children, the stigma of it will follow you to your grave. So it will mar you in the dating. It will.
Yes, no, he is. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers are atheists, cheaters, because mine definitely has to be loyal and trustworthy.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can think of right now. But definitely atheist is a deal breaker.
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
I really, really wish Kendra would dig in about the whole God thing. It's like, ask her, okay, you want such a God-fearing man, but yet, how could you have 2 children out of wedlock? And yet you're so adamant. You're making it seem like you're so adamant about this God thing.
To me.
Oh, your audio went out.
Uh-oh.
Say again.
I think my battery went low. As long as he has a good personality and, good hygiene, I mean, looks, we can look past that.
Also, you
So, no.
care how he look.
Not that I don't care. It's not that I don't care. Handsome to me. Come healed. Yes.
Heels. What about money? Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I'm good with me. So, I mean, no. I mean, he can't be broke, but then I'm not looking for him, to make like thousands of dollars or anything like that. No.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
I can get you probably one more.
So you got one more.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, let me see. Let me see if you can see me. If you
So he'll marry you, only probably get one kid out of you, and now he's supporting four other mouths, not including himself, or help supporting it. It's like, okay, you guys will definitely live below middle class.
can see me, I went walking today. Let me take these off.
Girl, you gotta be 4 weeks ago. How the hell are you so skinny? Your snapback is like what the? You look really
I'm sorry, I
good
took my headphones
maybe
off.
4 weeks ago.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
listen, I'm gonna let you respond to this because as a highlight, people are definitely gonna say you should be waiting, longer than 4 weeks to meet somebody.
Yes, but I really would have talked about, your hypocrisy with religion, but
New. Do you have a response to those comments?
Like I said before, I'm definitely healed enough to be able to not necessarily juggle it, but have a solid foundation in being able to balance both. I think it more so depends on the man if this is something that he wants to take on. That will definitely be his choice.
Okay, fair enough. So was your last relationship the one in October?
Yes.
Okay, and you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Oh, it was probably somewhere in November.
And was it your child's father?
Yes.
So
Yes,
y'all
it
broke up in
was.
October and then y'all had sex again in November?
We did only because I say it was around November, only because we were trying to get my water to break. It was the only reason. But after that, no. I know it's a lot.
Oh God. Okay. So and then and y'all literally made this agreement. So he broke up with you, said all these things. I don't see a future with you. And then y'all come together in November to have sex to induce you.
Yeah, we were still in the same household, so yeah.
So when did y'all move out? When did you move out?
I moved out. This was like
it's like just speaks a lot to her character. Great. Who cares about there's other ways to induce the labor. It's like
a week and a half after my son was born.
So you moved out 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you just left the house.
Yeah.
Did he give you any protests?
No, he wasn't there. He was out of town. He works out of town, so I did it while he was gone.
So y'all broke up last October. Y'all had sex one last time in November. You had your son in December, and you just moved out 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Girl. I say this with all the love I can muster in my soul. Take some time and be a mom. You got to get some stuff together. You just moved into a new place. Listen, you can do what you want to do, but I truly believe in single seasons. Single seasons are moments in my life when I chose not to date because I had to get my shit together for whatever reason, right? And everybody's shit together is a different thing. I'm not saying you don't have your shit together, but you are a new mom. You just broke up. You just left the baby daddy 3 weeks ago. You have a 4-week-old child. You still have to deal with this man in some manner. It's all so new. I really think if you just gave yourself some months to adjust in this way, you can attract the type of quality man that you desire. But at the end of the day,
I don't think so. To be all honest, right? in all honesty, whether she waits a year, 5 years, 10 years, the quality of man she can attract won't increase. To be honest, it won't increase over time, right? Because again, you already made those mistakes. Your mistakes are visible. So over time, you ain't gonna get better quality man. This is where Kendra I don't agree with, right? I understand her point, right? Because I do see the point where everything is so new to her, right? She's going through all this new stuff, or she's starting over, or whatever. So you may not even have the time and energy to put into a relationship. I kind of agree with that. But saying like, okay, take some time and be single, does what, right? Really, like, it ain't gonna increase the quality of man you get. It won't. It 100% won't. No man is like, okay, what? A year from now, you gonna get better quality man? No, it ain't. It doesn't happen like that, right? The same type of quality men you'll get is pretty much gonna stay consistent.
It's your life, and y'all make your own decisions. But I just think you went through so much in the last 3 months to attract a new whole guy within your life. You don't think so?
I mean, I do, but like I said before, this is definitely not the first time. And I guess, I definitely respect and receive what you are saying. And, in a sense, you are right. But I think, I just think
Let me
more
say
from...
this is on my spirit. This is on my spirit. People have to learn how to function single. And I say that because when you don't know how to function single, a lot of times you tolerate anything to stay in a relationship. When you learn how to be happy single, and I'm not talking about flash and money, all those things, your treatment has a standard because you treat yourself a certain way, right?
Right.
So when you learn how to be happy by yourself, when somebody else is coming into your life and spirit and not doing you right, you're automatically going to remove yourself because by myself, I'm happy.
Right.
So I don't have to stay in this relationship and feel this way. When you don't ever challenge yourself to learn happiness by yourself, this is why so many people, not just women, stay connected to people because not having someone is so lonely and the idea of it is so hard. But trust me when I tell you, you have got to learn. You came into this world by yourself. So you got to learn what happiness is without another person so you can require it. It would be a requirement. Like, I'm so good by myself that you have to be good to me because, I'm fine, And I just think that, again, it's your life, but I just think there's some time needed in between this. But let me just ask you this. Like, why do you feel right now a guy would be lucky to be with you?
I feel that way, and I'm just a caveat to what you just said. I've had that season before of singleness in between the time that my child's father, this one, when we first started dating in 2019, and also, when we stopped dating in 2019, I had a whole 3 years of just me by myself being single. And it's like, I may seem, not necessarily desperate, but I know how to be alone, and I'm okay with being with me, and I'm okay with leaving when I'm not being served anymore. So it's like I've been through that. So in this season or in this time, I wouldn't say that it's easy, but it's like I know how to move on, and I know how to, be by myself. So it's more so, it's not a need, it's a want. It's a want that I feel that I'm ready for. And I know it's like, yes, I've been through so much in the past, couple of months. And just like throughout my pregnancy, I've been through so much so.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
A guy would be lucky to be with me just because of the simple fact I'm loyal. I am independent as far as I want to work. I don't mind working. I want to be a helpmate. I want to be a wife. I want to, be with one person. I want to grow with someone.
This is the thing, right? That's why I keep on talking about the whole. I wish Kendra, like, I get why she's pushing the whole just recently have a kid thing. To be honest, it's not. It's a fact that it won't be your change, right? She have a kid. She has 2 kids. Whatever. It don't matter, right? It is what it is. What I really wish Kendra would stress is that, sadly, you don't qualify for marriage. So, again, not qualifying for it doesn't mean it's impossible. So, I wouldn't say that, okay, you would never get married. It's impossible to get married. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, not qualifying for it, now you're like, the likelihood of you getting married is 80 to 90% chance you won't get married. Okay? It's not impossible, but 20% chance is like, that's not worth gambling. It's not worth gambling life on. It's because this is the thing, right? Your life lives in opposition to what you're asking for. You have 2 kids by 2 men you couldn't be with for long-term commitment, for that you couldn't sustain a long-term relationship with. And now you're asking for marriage. You're saying that you want a husband. You want to be a helpmate. You want to be a wife. And yet, you made yourself extremely unattractive for someone who wants to find a wife. Now, yeah, on the flip side, right? Let's say, okay, fine. A man much older than you, have plenty of kids. Okay, yeah. I mean, that makes it like, that increases the odds, right? It doesn't decreases it, but it's like you trying to fit yourself in one niche, to get your goals met. But it's like that's not a good thing.
One, for the rest of my life. So I think that just my value and my mindset will do nothing but build and add, to a man, and likewise. And I think that that's rare these days.
Okay, and what are your 3 flaws? I forgot to ask you that question.
Uh, I would say that I guess I move too fast would be one. I guess I'm too trusting. That would be one, but definitely learn my lesson. Um, the third one, I guess I can go out on the limb and say trusting in potential and not necessarily actions.
Or not necessarily actions. Okay. I don't want to say your name wrong. I think it's not Avia.
It is Avia.
Oh, is
Yes.
that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Avia, do you want the guy to be in Houston, Texas?
He doesn't have to be. I don't mind
What?
traveling, and if he
How
doesn't
you
mind
gonna travel
traveling,
with 2 small kids?
when it comes to time, I have a perfect support system. So when it's time, when I can,
Okay.
I will. We will.
What's the age range you would date? You're 36.
Definitely older than me. The cap would be 50.
You would go to
Yeah.
50. And you
Yes.
said that you would have 1 more child.
Yes. I say one more. We'll see.
We'll see. All right. All right, honey. How could this man reach out to you?
My
I think it's crazy.
we'll see.
Okay. I know
Thank you.
men don't like it, but no, if you help create a child, you need to help pay for that child. I'm a big component, and if you don't want to be there, that's fine, but the child is innocent, and you help create the child, and 2 incomes does help with the opportunity of better opportunities for the child. So definitely don't be out here struggling. Does the first one pay child support?
No. Oh,
Why not?
he's in prison.
Oh, child, Avia.
But here's the thing: I wanted to be married,
Girl, but you're
so
not
I wouldn't
doing
have.
anything. You're not doing anything to be a wife. You're not doing it right to go about. I'm just gonna give it to you real raw and with love, real raw and love, not to be hurtful. But if you want to be a wife, you gotta move like a wife. You're not moving like a wife right now, sweetheart.
I receive it.
And if you want a husband, you have to move like a wife. And you know, it's always very challenging because, like I said, I don't have a mean spirit. That's not the goal. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't take joy in everybody about to talk about.
And this is the thing what I'm talking about, right? Qualification. This is the thing, right? What kind of man sees that? Okay, this is what I'm choosing, right? I'm gonna make this woman my wife, who she gave one child to a criminal, the other child to essentially a deadbeat or a man that would leave his pregnant girl, right? It's like, this is the thing, right? I mean, he's showing his bad judge in character. So he's a red flag. So really, this is like, okay, wow. So I'm just making myself look bad. Because I'm fine with this woman. I want to choose this woman as my wife. This woman who chose terribly to give kids to. And now I'm going to commit more to her than these other men did.
You because you're a black woman, I'm a black woman. So there is a heart I have for you. But I think it's 2024. And if we want things like getting a husband and being a wife, you got to move like a wife, okay? And if you want a husband, you got to move like a husband. And is that?
I receive it.
I'm gonna pray for you. That's all I don't want to keep beating you down. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna pray for you. I'm not even gonna get into the details of the first child's father. But I think, you know, you said it, you got to start selecting men better. You got to start, you know, pouring more into yourself. And do you have any married friends?
No.
Get you some married friends. Start learning about marriage. Start learning. Talk to married men. Ask them, why did they marry their wives? You know, what made that woman special enough for you to marry her? Like, I always get y'all some married mentors in real life. Everybody's marriage is different. But if marriage is the goal, y'all need to get y'all some married mentors so y'all can understand what marriage really is about and why sometimes men say, I'm not going to marry you because of this reason. Because here's the reality, you know, you have one child's father that's in prison. You have a baby that's 4 weeks old. You know, a man that comes into your life that's about something, he has to take all these things in consideration because your life becomes his life. And then if he has a family, let's get into this. We don't talk about this enough. The family might be like, no, you can't marry her. No, you know, or no, we're not adding, you know, this or whatever the case may be. So I'm not God. I'm not God. So I cannot say you ain't never going to be a wife because I don't have that type of knowledge. I think you're a sweet woman. I just think that there's just some things you have to learn more. And I'm just going to pray for you. That's all I really have. I'm not a life coach. I'm not a relationship coach. But when you sit here for 4 years and you talk to men and you talk to women, you start to learn some things. But overall, I'm going to pray for you.
Thank you. Okay? I receive it. Thank you.
Prayer won't help her because she made the mistake she made. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's improbable. The insanity. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is. I'm sorry. This is just. It's sad. It's just sad. This is absolutely sad. Right? You preach so much about God's teachings, yet you don't follow. With the criminal, with 2 men that you don't even marry, and you still give kids to. What's the point? What's the point of following God's teachings when you don't even listen to it? But you put those shackles on men. You didn't do it with those 2 men. That's for sure, right? You didn't put those shackles on those 2 men. But the next man, you're gonna put those shackles on him. It's just sad. But I guess that's it. That's it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, please, if you guys could, if you like what you like the content, please like and subscribe to this channel. And if you like this content, you'll definitely like my main channel's content. So please check that out. Please like and subscribe the videos on there into that channel. Link is in the description down below. Check it out. And